Well, it might not feel like it outside, but the 2021 season for the Taylor softball team is upon us. And to look ahead to that campaign, I am joined by their third-year head coach, Erin Bellinger. Erin, what's the anticipation like for you and the girls to get the season underway?
We're so ready. With last year getting cut short because of COVID, our girls are just so anxious and so ready to get out there, and all their hard work that they put in this off season in the fall. Even last year after the season got canceled, they still put in their work. They're so ready. They're so excited. Our team is just different than most. I mean, we gel so much, and I think even after last year, after getting canceled, it really helped our team gel even more. And so we're so excited to get ready and get started.
You mentioned the end of the season and the way things were looking. You were 11-3 coming off of two dominant run rule sweeps over number 11 Indiana Wesleyan to start Crossroads League play on the night of March 11th and March 12th. All of our lives changed and the season eventually gets canceled. When everyone came back together in the fall with the way things ended in 2020, was there kind of a different maybe energy or juice or whatever when everyone got back together in the fall?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we ended our season on a high. Unfortunately, our season got canceled, but we ended it the best way that we could. With our senior, Erin Kozad, getting her last at bat was a walk-off home run, against our biggest rival. And that's, to end her career that way is awesome. And for the rest of our team coming back, they are even more eager this year to get these games going. They lost out on, so many games. And some of those girls, couldn't come back and play, and some will continue to come back and play for that extra year, but they are so ready to get going. Again, like I said before, the hard work that they put in, they're more ready than ever, more ready than they've ever been. And so we are so excited to get started and get going.
You had five seniors a year ago, and you just alluded to some of those girls that had the opportunity to come back. Well, one of those that was supposed to graduate a year ago is Taylor Wilson. She's been a starter since her sophomore season. How much of a benefit is to bring Taylor back to an already potent lineup?
Yeah, I mean, having a veteran player like that come back, and such a huge leader on our team is a significant benefit for us. And with her playing the outfield, with her playing the infield, with her bat in the lineup, again, with her being a leader for our freshmen is, a huge advantage for us, definitely.
Your offense was clicking on all cylinders, and that might be putting it mildly. You guys averaged almost 7 runs per game in your 14 games. The team batting average is over 330. And oh, by the way, you bring back your best bat in the lineup from a year ago in Lauren Kanai, who just happened to have a batting average of 413 and a slugging percentage of 696, which is not too shabby. And I say that completely full of sarcasm. Where has she improved? I mean, I've seen photos of her working in her parents' basement, dangerously close to their parents' television in said basement. But where has Lauren improved from what was looking to be a real dominant junior season?
Yeah, I saw that picture too. I was laughing a little bit when I saw it, because that girl will put in work. I mean, no matter what small amount of space she has, she will put in the work, whether it's pitching, whether it's hitting, whether she's a captain on our team as well. And so she puts in the work, all around, on the field, off the field, with her teammates. She's always striving to be better than she was yesterday. And we really couldn't ask for more from her. And, the injury that she had a couple of years ago set her back a little bit. But I think she's back and better than ever. So to have her bat in the lineup along with all of our other, it's hard to just focus on one kid, because we have an amazing lineup, and only losing one starter is significant for us. And bringing back Taylor, I mean, through our lineup is just, I mean, it's great. We're going to be a powerhouse, and we're ready to play these games, and we're ready for any opponent, and we just want to get out there and we want to play and we want to prove ourselves.
We talked about Taylor Wilson coming back. She can play two positions defensively at third base and out in the outfield. Lauren Kanai can play the field. She also pitches. Maddie Evans can play third base, also pitches. When you have all of these different players that can play different positions or even move them up and down the lineup, how dangerous and how fun is that to coach as the head coach?
It's so dangerous, for other teams, because they're just a threat everywhere they go. There's not one position that they're better at. They're just a threat, at every position. And so as a coach, sometimes we laugh about it as a coaching staff, because we have so many good players, and it's a good problem to have. We have really good players sitting on the bench too. And so that's, difficult for those girls who come out of high school who, haven't been getting as much playing time here. But that just goes to show how great our starting lineup is. And I mean, how good of a team we really are.
I mentioned it off the top, and it's obvious for anyone that's walked around the state of Indiana for at least a day or less than that in the month of January. It's not the best weather to go outside and play softball in if you can even get out on the field with snow. But how beneficial is this trip to Arizona to start the season, to get outside, to play on dirt, to fight the sun for fly balls, and really set up the majority of your season? But how important is this Arizona trip, both on the field and off of it?
I mean, super important. And I mean, not only is it important for, our games and practices and getting on the dirt and getting fly balls, but for our team as a whole, for our, gelling and meshing as a team. I mean, Arizona kind of sets us apart, and that's a huge thing. We do so much team bonding while we're in Arizona. The girls stay in a house together. So they have, so much time to spend together. And they really have no choice but to bond, hopefully. And so with staying in the houses, so that's a big component of our Arizona trips is the team bonding. And then the other side of it too, yeah, it's a huge advantage to be able to get out there in January and go play on dirt, take fly balls, take ground balls, whatever it may be, and to be able to play some games. And then we'll come back in February and play some games too. So we're starting our season in January, which is really, rare and unlikely for other teams. But it's a huge benefit for us to be able to go and play there, see some good competition while we're down there too.
8 games in Arizona starts January 23rd with a doubleheader against Benedictine Mesa. Erin, thank you so much for the time. Best of luck in 2021. We'll talk to you about the midway point.
Yeah, thanks, Rick.
That is Erin Bellinger, the Taylor softball head coach, joining me today to stay up to date with everything Taylor softball. Just log on to TaylorTrojans.com.